Hello friends, I am Amit Khanna and I welcome you again to Pharma Awareness Initiative of Pharma Industry Academia Connect. Here we bring you a totally new series for you for the pharmacy graduate students where we will be talking about how a pharmacy graduate can pursue his master's and doctorate program abroad. In this video, we will be talking about how a pharmacy graduate can pursue his master's and doctorate in Japan, and that too for free. So are you ready? Let's So friends, in this video, I will be talking about the Japanese government scholarship, which is known as the mixed scholarship for master's and doctorate program in pharmaceutical sciences. So friends, currently the applications for these scholarships is this scholarship is open, and application deadline is 16th May 2021. So you can go forward and you can apply for this if you are really looking for studying abroad in Japan. So there are three scholarship levels currently that they are offering. Number one is in the research, then they are offering scholarships in the masters, and then they are offering scholarship for the doctorate programs also. There are around 20 fields of study where they are offering these scholarships, right? When you pursue masters or doctorate. So it's not only restricted to pharmaceuticals. They are giving scholarships for humanities, social science, engineering, chemistry. So this video you can always share with your friends who are from the engineering background, from the biotechnology background, from the humanities or the social science background. This will definitely help them also. Now coming back to the pharmacy point, for us the two fields are interesting. One is the biology and biotechnology, another is the pharmaceutical science. So these two fields become relevant for us when we apply for scholarship in Japan. So coming to the eligibility criteria, let's go one by one. First is the age limit. You should be under 35 years old when you are applying for the scholarship. So technically, you should be born on or after April 2, 1987. Next is the nationality. So Indian citizens are eligible to apply for this scholarship. Okay. Coming to the academic background, friends, there are the detailed guidelines of the Japanese embassy about the eligibility criteria. I'm showing you the gist of that application guideline. Okay. For the detailed guideline, you can visit the description section of my video where the link is given and you can refer to the detailed guideline also. So coming back to the academic background, if you are applying for the master's course, what is required is you should have done bachelor's degree in the relevant field with minimum 65% marks. So if a pharmacy graduate is applying, so what they are expecting is your B Pharm with 65% marks, right? And you should have your degree on or before 30th of September. So you should have your degree on or before of 30th September 2022 if you want to take admission in October 2022 batch. Now coming to the doctoral course. So if you are applying for the doctoral course, the minimum requirement is master's degree, okay, with minimum 65% marks. Again, you should get your degree on or before 30th September 2022 if you are applying for October 2022 batch. Now, many a times we stuck up thinking ki Japanese language, we are applying for Japan, so I don't know the Japanese language. But friends, Japanese language is not required initially, but what they want is that applicant must be willing to learn Japanese. Means once you get recruited for the course, confirmation for the course, you go and join your course there. You should learn Japanese there, okay? And you should be willing to deepen your understanding of Japan after arriving in Japan, right? So Japanese language is not a bad if you are applying for this scholarship. Now, another point that may worry is that we are going to Japan, so educational fees probably may be high and I probably may not be able to afford that fees. But the good news, friends, is that those students who will be selected, there will be no educational fees for them. It is exempted. Even those who will be selected, you will get the refund of your entrance examination fees, your matriculation and tuition fees. Everything will be exempted and you will get all these things reimbursed. Now coming to the next point is the travel expenses. Now, I don't have enough resources so that I can travel to Japan and come back. But friends, again, the round trip airfare will be provided by the MEXT if you are selected for the scholarship. So you have all the win-win situation. Okay, your fees is exempted, your travel expenses are exempted. Okay, now coming to the point that how you will make your living there. Okay, so friends, the scholarship amount is a decent scholarship amount. The scholarship amount is 1,45,000 yen per month if you are applying for doctoral courses. Okay, and if you are applying for the masters and professional courses, the scholarship amount is 1,44,000 yen per month, which again comes to approximately 1 lakh Indian rupees per month. So you got a decent scholarship amount. There is no fees to be paid. Travel expenses are also beared by the MEXT. So it becomes a good opportunity for the students who are looking to study abroad, who are, you have the required and you fulfill the required eligibility criteria. Now coming to the part how to apply, very important part. So let's go step by step. First step is the application. Friends, this is the provisional application that all of you have to make. You have to download the application from the link. Here the link is given. See, this is the link. From this link you have to download the form, and this is a Word document. You have to fill the form in the same Word document that you have downloaded, and then once you fill the this Word form, you have to mail this form to scholarshipindia@nd.mofa.go.jp, right? For a deadline to submit this form is 16th May 2021. Don't miss the deadline if you want to apply. For the convenience of my viewers, what we have done is we have given this form link as well as the mail ID where you have to send the form in the description section of the video. You can copy this link from there. Now, once you fill the form goes to application screening process. In May and June, whether you have filled the form correctly or not, whether you fulfill the minimum eligibility criteria or not, this all screening will be done and completed by June. And by the mid of the June, the results of the initial screening will be out, whether your initial form has been accepted or not. Right. So once the result notification is out, the step 4 is the written examination. There is a written examination, and the date that they have given for this session is 19th June 2021. So those who are interested, they have to undergo the written examination process. Once you undergo the written examination, if you clear that written examination, there will be an interview, and dates are yet to be announced for the interview process. And then on then after your interview, the results of the first screening process, that is up to the interview, will be announced in early August 2021. Right. So once you have cleared your written examination and interview process, then what you have to do is you have to apply to Japanese universities directly. You have to apply to them with that you have already cleared the initial phase of the application and you want to take admission in your university under this course. Okay, so you apply to the Japanese universities. They will give you confirmation, and once they give you confirmation, you have to submit your final application to embassy by 27th August 2021. So you have to search the Japanese universities on your own. You have to make the application, confirmation from them, and then you have to submit the final application by 27th August 2021. So once you do that, there is a second and the final screening by the MEXT, and they will give you the university placements, confirmation about the university placement from October 2021, and then you get the result of the final screening in the Jan and Feb 2022 for your session, which is starting in 2022. Right? So stepwise process clearly explained, and you can go to the description section of the video where you will get all the information about the important links. Okay. Now the next question is how to prepare for the written examination. We don't know what is their expectation from us. So to get the idea about the type and the difficulty level of the questions, you can refer the link below where they have given the past year examination questions. So once you go to the past year examination questions, you will get the idea that which type of questions and up to what difficulty level is what they are expecting from you, and you can plan your preparations accordingly. Right? So friends, please do visit the description section of the video because you have I have given approximately 6 to 7 important links there where you will get further details of each step which I have discussed in the video. Don't keep this video to yourself. Do share with your friends. Do share with your engineering friends also, because it will definitely help somebody. Let's help and share, and let's help in making careers better for each one another. So my best wishes to all of you. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. Press the bell icon so you get the notification when we come up with our another video about studying abroad. Thank you very much. Best wishes to all of you.